What's going on, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. Now, for this episode, it's gonna be very a little bit of a little news for y'all today. But the big topic for today is we're gonna be doing a movie review on the start of MCU's Phase 5 with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. But before we get into the movie review today, let's get into our mainstream news of for today. So our first piece of news we need to talk about is that we got the top 10 Super Bowl ads by the YouTube game views worldwide. So coming in at number 10 was the Paramount Plus featuring the Stallone face with Sylvester Stallone. We got number 9 is Avocado from Mexico, entitled "Make It Better" by Anna Faris, the long version. Coming in at number 9 this is from Pepsi, is the Great Acting or the Great Taste featuring Steve Martin. At number 7 is the Kia America Blinky Dad and 2023 Kia Telluride X Pro all terrestrial AWD SUV. Coming in at number 6 is the from Redditine. Sorry if I pronounced it, but it's the extended cheer cut with Alicia Silverstone. Coming in at number 5 is from Google. That's the hashtag Fits on Pixel Super Bowl commercial 2023 with Amy Schumer, Giannis, and Dojo Cat. At number 4 is from your Universal, which of course is the Fast 10, or some say we'll call it Fast X official trailer, and it is the extended cut. Coming in at number 3 is the Skechers featuring Snoop Dogg. At number 2 is T-Mobile New Year, New Neighbor featuring John Travolta. And coming in at number 1 is from Bookie.com with Melissa McCarthy singing and Somewhere and Anywhere. And then that's all the Super Bowl commercials. And for the Super Bowl itself, so you guys already know the Kansas City Chiefs is your 2023 Super Bowl champions, and they defeated the Philadelphia Eagles to become a 3-time Super Bowl champion. So congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. And then the next football season will begin in around August or September. Depends on when the kickoff season for 2020 for 2023 and 2024 starts. So yeah, but that's all your the Super Bowl news. Let me know in the comments below. Well, what are your thoughts on the Super Bowl? What are your thoughts on the pre-show? What are your thoughts about the commercials, the movies that was movie trailers that was put out, and Rihanna's halftime show? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about those? And next on our next topic is Alec Baldwin is likely to be found not guilty, says the illegal organization president. Now, currently, Alec Baldwin is facing 2 charges right now. The first one is the inevitable manslaughter that could face up to 18 months in jail, plus the $5,000 fine. And the second one is the 2 firearm enhancement stay that could face up to 5 years. But let's see. In case y'all, let me bring up this speed. In case y'all don't remember what happened, Alabama was part of the this spaghetti western movie was coming out, and then the incident happened that the cinematographer was killed based on a firearm that was mostly got out of hand. So yeah. But hopefully we get some more updates on Alabama if the charges will be dropped. But yeah, we'll see how where that goes from there. And then oh wait, I have another one that says a older version of the firearm enhancement law was in effect in October 2021, but in that instance, the gun had been brandished with the intention to imitate or injure a person. So that's more for the details that I got from there. So hopefully we get some more that details of involving the situation. Moving on, data shows that theatrical is still king. Nearly all the recent video on demand charts were theatrical releases. That includes Plane and Megan, and shows how to top the VHS charts by playing in the theaters first. So I got my numbers here. So let's check them out. So coming in at number one, of course, is Megan from Universal Pictures. And after it got after its theatrical run, it started out at 1999. Coming in at number two is Plane from Lionsgate, which is also 1999. And then at number three is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish from Universal and DreamWorks. That was the one of the big movies that came out in 2022. That was at 24.99. Wow. Then at number four, we got Alice Darling from Lionsgate. Don't care for that movie, so that was at $6.99. And then Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, it was at $19.99, which of course is also available now on Disney Plus. Then we got Top Gun Maverick from Paramount, which is at $4.99, and I think it's still maybe on Paramount Plus, but I'm sure pretty sure that it's probably on Prime Video for sure. And then the Woman King from Sony, which is at $5.99, and I think it's also on Stars, because I know that most of Sony movies used to be on Stars, and then a couple of months later, then it'll be on Netflix. And then now, moving on to the topic, we still got some more Super Bowl news. I thought that was done from there, but yeah, they say that this year's the Super Bowl was the third longest TV audience in history. So let's go to the top three biggest TV broadcasts for the Super Bowl. So at number three, we got this year's Super Bowl that features the Eagles and the Chiefs at 113 million. At number two is the 2017 Super Bowl that features the Patriots and the Falcons with 113.7 million. And then at number one, we got the 2015 Super Bowl that features the Patriots and the Seahawks at 114.4 million. So that sounds like some good numbers there. So let's see if next year's Super Bowl can pull out the numbers. In case if y'all don't know, next year's Super Bowl is going to be at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. So let's see how they do their numbers there. So Ant-Man 3 is projected for a 95 million opening. Even though that it got dropped from 53% on Rotten Tomatoes. But let's look through the numbers here. So when the first Ant-Man came out, it opened up to 57 million. The Ant-Man 2, which was titled as Ant-Man and the Wasp, opened up to 76 million on opening night. Now they're projecting that Ant-Man 3 is going to open up to 95 million. Now we'll have to wait and see how the first night do on the, I would say, I don't know if they do if it counts on Thursday. I think it's Thursday night. I don't know if it's Thursday night or Friday night. But so hopefully we get not only the numbers from opening night, but also opening weekend. Let's see how they do from there. But we got some other comic book movies that kind of open more than, well, the recent ones that came out like kind of higher than the Ant-Man 3, which is projecting to be at 95 million. But so starting off with Black Adam, well, it didn't do much, but it opened up at 67 million. Um, Black Panther 2: Wakanda Forever opened up to 181 million. Thor: Love and Thunder opened up to 141 million. Doctor Strange 2 was called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, opened up to 187 million. And then the Batman opened up to 34 million. So that was your recent comic book movies that came out last year. So we'll see how Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania does. And then last uh, uh, oh wait, I got some more news here. So they say they're projecting 95 million domestically debut, and then 255 million globally. Let's see how they do on their theatrical run. And then last piece of news for today is Scream 6 is tracking to be the biggest opening in franchise history. So they're projecting that it's going to open up to 37 million. Now, the previous Scream movies that came close to like an estimate of 30 million was Scream 3 that came out to 34.7 million, and then the last Scream movie, it came out Scream 5, it came out to 30 million. So this could be huge for Scream 6, because this is a new direction they're going to, which I like to call Ghostface Takes Mayhem. So Ghostface will be in New York. So let's see how they do. But that's all the mainstream news I have for you guys today. So let's get into this movie review, shall we? And this is on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So this is the first MCU movie to kick off the phase 5 of the MCU. So and then once again it was directed by Peyton Reed, who directed all of the Ant-Man franchises. And of course in this one stars Paul Rudd, Avery Lilly, alongside with Jonathan Majors, Catherine Nguyen, Bill Murray, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Michael Douglas. So in the film, Lane and Van Damme were transported to the Quantum Realm along with their families to face Kane the Conqueror. So where do I start? I have my mixed feelings on this, but I will say this: it's worth watching one time to kind of understand. If you're not too familiar, for those who are not too familiar, well, who Ant-Man is. So I think after you watch it the first time for the fan of it, and then you watch it the second time to kind of understand it and look at the movie itself, I think after the second time it'll be like very forgettable for most fans. But I gotta say, Jonathan Majors, he was great playing the Kane the Conqueror, and it definitely gave us a great setup to Kane the Conqueror, as right now he is now the main villain leading up to the Avengers, the Kane Dynasty, and the sequel Wars in this multiverse saga. So and then also with Jonathan Majors playing a great villain in this, I can't wait to see what he does in Creed 3. So it's going to be great to see. Michelle Pfeiffer was great as well as Janet the pen. So they definitely told her backstory, what she did when she was in the Quantum Realm in the last 2 movies event. So I'm glad they told that story as well. So but I think Jonathan Majors and Michelle Pfeiffer's performances was really great here. But But everyone else did great too. But I think Jonathan Majors and Michelle Cypher's performance was the most received praise. But I gotta say, now we get to the to the bad. Now, at times, I couldn't tell if I was watching a Marvel movie or Star Wars movie. Now, I saw the early reviews when certain people say it had Star Wars element to it. So yeah, and I kind of as I watched when I watched it the second time, and I kind of understand where they was coming from at certain times, and there are certain scenes where they're kind of like copy and paste from Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War, and Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel. If you watch closely in the movie, you kind of understand where I'm coming from. And I didn't like the character of Mordok, even though his visual effects in this movie was not that great at all. Um, yeah, like I said, Bill Murray was just in there for just for a cup of coffee. He wasn't in there that much. So but yeah, but that's all I gotta say. But now if you now we all know that the Ant-Man trilogy is not really the best of the MCU with the other trilogies, but if you were to ask me where I rank of all the Ant-Man movies, I would say I would put the first one on top, then the Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, and then the second one. Cause like when the second one came out, it came out right after Infinity War, and everybody was like, let's just get to what happens there. So, and then and probably the same thing when happened to Captain Marvel. So like there was like, but yeah, but as far as Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania itself, I know this is the type of movie that would be put in the bottom tier of all the when you rate the all of the MCU movies. So I kind of understand that. But other than that, it was a real good time to watch when you watch it the first time, and then after the second time, then it's gonna be very forgettable. That's all I can say about that. But so yeah, I'll give this movie a 2.5 stars plus plus a C minus grade. That's what I give this movie. But but yeah, let me know in the comments below if you watch Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Let me know your thoughts down below. What are your thoughts on it, and where you see um the phase 5 of the MCU goes. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you're watching me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And of course, if you're listening to me on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, don't forget to follow me there. But without further ado, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.